where you would book it, what arena, citywide, to the matches you would book, and who would you like bring back?
Now this is just like only WWE people, or
No, I mean if you
do
could,
I have like the money to bring people in?
like if you were doing everything, like even if like let's say you were Vince McMahon and you could bring anybody you wanted and they were willing to come, how would you book it?
Well, I don't think it'd have to be one of those fucking 6 hour shows, because they go, I think they go way too crazy, trying to book too many things. So then you end up having rushed matches, like when we went to WrestleMania 33, like that fucking whole women's battle royal, or whatever it was, the 6 pack challenge or whatever the hell this shit was, where Naomi won the belt in Florida.
Yeah,
Like that shit was rushed. Like the entrances were rushed, the whole match was rushed. That shit was like bang 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 done. So I don't want to have situations like that. So I would think it would have to be based on focusing on a select group of guys and women, to put them in engaging stories, to build it up from like the summer. Build that shit up from the summertime to WrestleMania time.
Oh wow, it's like a whole year.
Yeah, give it basically almost a whole year, but like have it on and off, but they always have that like little issue. They always end up crossing paths at some point. So and then it'll all culminate at WrestleMania. It's like all this shit's been building up since like the summer, all the way to WrestleMania, past the Royal Rumble. So that's how I would start booking from there. Venue, since WWE hasn't done it, and I don't feel like they have the balls to do it, is go back to the Garden for WrestleMania. And the reason I say that is because WrestleMania was at Madison Square Garden, excuse me, on a 10-year basis. It was like every 10 years WrestleMania was at the Garden. Because WrestleMania 1, they had WrestleMania 10, and WrestleMania 20. So the obvious choice was WrestleMania 30 was going to be at Madison Square Garden, and it ended up being in fucking New Orleans, which it was a good show. It was a big ass arena. It was a big fucking stage. I loved it. You know, it was a great WrestleMania. That was Yesomania, but it would have been nice to have it in New York City that year. Even if I didn't get to go, it would have been nice to have it. You know, every 10 years, and then WrestleMania 40 and 50 and 60 and so on and so forth keep being at Madison Square Garden forever long they have their contract with the company, that with the building. That would have been nice. But if I was booking it, it'd be in New York for sure. For sure, New York.
Okay.
Sorry, I know it was like a long way to go just to say, yeah, I'd book it in New York, but
who would you book? Like, what matches would you book?
That's like a hard one. Because I'd want to do like engaging storylines and shit, and I'd also want to have like big time matches at the show. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here too.
No, but I mean, think about like what the match that should happen at WrestleMania that's never happened before. Again, you could bring anybody back. The Rock versus somebody, Hulk Hogan versus somebody.
Right.
You know.
Oh, this sucks. It's like nothing. Fuck. Alright, I gotta delete this right now. You know, I waste a fucking download. Probably opening contest. If I was to open a show, you want something that's gonna like be fucking cool, but that's not gonna be too cool that it should be in the main event, but cool enough that it's cool enough to open the show and like get everybody energized and kind of set the pace for the rest of the show. That I would say probably like either a really good fucking tag team match, or like not a fast paced match, just something that's like good technical wrestling, but there's a little bit, they're not cruiserweights, but they're not fucking super heavyweights. They're like guys that can move.
Like a intercontinental.
Like an intercontinental title match, or
American.
I don't want to go right away for like the intercontinental title has always been like the second biggest title, and they treat it like shit. So like something I would like that to be like mid card at least, or a little bit before the main event. Not that close to the main event, because Intercontinental Championship has lost a little bit of its luster since I want to say I liked it when Cody was Intercontinental Champion. And I loved it when Miz was Intercontinental Champion.
He's like the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, like Miz is like the ideal heel Intercontinental Champion. But I don't. For an opening contest, it'd have to be for like some shit like the United States title or a ladder match for money. Bring the Money in the Bank ladder match back. Yeah. Back to WrestleMania. Stop making it a fucking pay-per-view every year. Make it a WrestleMania thing.
You think so?
Yeah. Go back to being WrestleMania the way it used to be. It was always WrestleMania. It was always either in the middle of WrestleMania or sometimes in the beginning of WrestleMania. So I would say bring the Money in the Bank ladder match back to WrestleMania and put it as the first match as the opening contest. That way you have the whole pay-per-view. Whoever wins it, you're like, oh shit, that motherfucker has the belt, the briefcase. He could show up in the main event or some shit and cost Homeboy his championship. Or if you got somebody that's like injured and you want them to, you want to piss the crowd off and have them retain, and then you can have the cash in. If you book it that way, you have the cash in later on in the nighttime. That guy gets screwed out. The crowd didn't want him to win anyway, so he loses the belt anyway.
Yeah.
I said belt, bitch. That's right. Belt. It's a fucking belt. It's not a trophy. So I would say a Money in the Bank ladder match, and I would do. I feel like a 9-man is too much, but I like the craziness of a 9-man match.
Why not just do a 4-way tornado tag?
No, you can't do a 4-way tornado tag in a Money in the Bank ladder match. It has to be 9. It has to be everybody against each other. So I'm trying to debate whether I want to do a not 8-man and have it even, or have the 9th man, the odd man, in there. That way you have a wild card in there.
That's who you bring. That's like the secret person.
That's like that could either be your wild card. That could be like, oh, this guy, I know they might give the belt to him, but then you got this fucking guy too at the same time. Or that could be your underdog. You could fucking play him as like, oh, this is the guy that's been losing all the fucking time, and out of nowhere he wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. So you never know. You keep the audience guessing and the people watching at home guessing.
Who would you put in that match?
Zechariah for one. That's first and foremost. I'd put Zechariah in that match. Just because he had his WrestleMania moment. God damn it, I got no arenas. Dude, why is it that every time I download something from the fucking Community Creations, nothing ever has the right logos or nothing shows up? This fucking game sucks, man. Oh, slander. Alright, let's go. But, Zechariah for one. If I'm doing a 9-man, I want to put guys that you want to push and that you want to give them an opportunity to stand out more. So I'd probably put Kurt Hawkins in there too.
No, you're just being biased.
No, I'm not just being biased, because Kurt Hawkins is a good worker. I would like to see him pushed more and have him show what he can do. Zack Ryder should have been, I'm not saying main event status, but Zack Ryder should have been in like a couple of title hunts. Yeah. Even if he didn't win the belt, have him fucking, work his way up and fight for the belt. He doesn't have to win all the fucking time. Yeah. But as long as he's in the hunt. Dusty Rhodes, when he was wrestling, I found, like, a lot of people say they found it more entertaining to watch him chase the belt than actually have the belt. Mm-hmm. It was more entertaining that way. That's just like an old school way of thinking. But Zach and Kurt for sure. Buddy Murphy I'd put in there. For damn sure. That's another guy that needs like a really good rub. Because they're not doing shit with him. Like, they're putting him with this stupid Seth Rollins fucking gimmick.
Would you put Baron Corbin in it?
I think Baron Corbin, yeah, he's good. It's something about his personality. Like, now he's doing better with the King gimmick. And he's got wait, I don't want to import a tire. He's doing the King gimmick and he's really getting good heat now as a heel. But I don't know. Yeah, I'd put Baron Corbin in there for sure.
How many spots left do you have before?
I've got 4 now. So
you gotta put some bigger guys in there.
I think a guy that needs a chance to show what he can do is Apollo Crews. That's another guy that needs a chance to show what he can do, because that guy's fucking good. And they don't put him in anything where he can really show off what he can do. I'm trying to think. What the fuck else would I put in the shit? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like guys that you gotta like. Not Rusev.
Why not Rusev?
Oh, Kevin Owens.
No, you see, my thing is Kevin Owens he's been champion before though.
Yeah.
And Kevin Owens has been he's been in good feuds before. Rusev is another guy that could have been a championship, and he could have been a championship heel. Yeah. A good fucking heel champion, foreign champion. Nobody likes the fucking foreign gimmick, you know. So I feel like Rusev would have been a really good choice to be in there, and maybe even have had a title or more meaningful title run Ricochet. With any belt. Yeah, Ricochet too.
You could argue like Aleister Black.
Well, they seem to be doing something with Aleister Black on TV right now. He's actually on TV.
And Andrade's been on TV. I feel like he's on TV.
Yeah, and Angel Garza and all these guys have been on TV. So I don't want to put them in there right away because they're already getting their exposure right now.
And now they're doing fights and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that all of the spots?
No. I still have like a couple more, I think. So it's a Hawkins a Ryder, it's a Ricochet, got Corbin, got Buddy Murphy, got Rusev, and two more.
John Morrison.
I wouldn't put John Morrison in that position. He's not a young guy anymore, really. So he doesn't really have a lot to prove.
I would have said Drew McIntyre if he didn't already win.
Yeah, if Drew McIntyre didn't already just win the WWE title, I would have said yeah.
No, Bobby Roode. I don't know.
No. Bobby Roode's already like at the tail end of his career, more or less.
That's what I'm saying. Let him win it one time.
No offense to Bobby Roode.
If we can retire, at least having been champion. Samoa Joe.
That's probably somebody I would put in it.
AJ Styles, even, I feel like they do a lot with him, but at the same time, I feel like.
But he's held the belts already.
I think he's been Universal Champion.
Need one more. And this one has to be the underdog. The last person you expect to win.
About the team or
no. It's an underdog. Underdog. You gotta have that feeling of why the fuck is this guy in this match?
I feel you have that.
Not with Velveteen Dream.
No, I'm saying with people in there already. Dolph Ziggler's won Money in the Bank before.
Yeah. And cashed in.
What about somebody like Mojo Rawley or like one of those dudes?
No, fuck no. Fuck no. Like, no offense to Mojo Rawley, but fuck no. Man. This is just a fucking opening match, by the way. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say it, Elias.
Okay. Yeah, alright. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a good match. Alright, who wins?
Actually, oh no, Ricochet's in there too. I was gonna say I wanted more diversity, but I forgot Ricochet's black. Because I was gonna say, take Rusev out.
Put Shinsuke or Nakamura.
Put Isaiah Scott in there.
Didn't you have Apollo Crews in there?
Mm-hmm. I want to see what those two can do together.
Alright, who wins?
Fuck.
Ricochet.
No. You want a feel-good moment. Like a fire, yeah, like a big pop at the end. I would say go with a heel, just to kind of fuck the mood up a little bit. Right away. But,
I'll have Baron Corbin use some of his cheap.
Have Baron Corbin be close to winning it.
Oh, but didn't he win it already? And he won it and lost.
Did he?
Yeah, remember?
I barely remember.
He won it and lost, like, he was one of the only people who won it and lost, like, nothing to Brock Lesnar.
Damian Sandow did, too.
Well, then he could redeem himself then. Think about it.
My God, that siren sounds like shit. The fucking song sounds like shit at the end.
Even if it is cheap. Because he would win it cheaply. I don't know. What's your final opinion on who wins this match?
I'm just like going over the names in my head right now. I'm just trying to think of who the fuck is gonna win this match. I want Hawkins and Ryder to put on a performance that shows that, yo, you fuckers have been sleeping on us. I want Apollo Crews in as a heel. I want to see what he can do as a heel, because him as a babyface ain't doing shit. That leaves like Elias, Ricochet, Corbin, Isaiah Scott. I think Isaiah Scott has a long way to go still before he's world champion of anything. Ricochet, Elias, Baron Corbin. Who do I see wearing the fucking championship right now? I say fuck up the whole night. Give us a Corbin.
I feel like, yeah.
I say fuck the whole night up of WrestleMania that night. Fucking give it to Corbin. The beginning of the match, give him the briefcase. And then just have him talk shit about being in New York. Have him run down the whole crowd. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm already booking the ending. Whoever wins, he cashes in and he wins that shit. Give him the fucking belt. See what he can do with it.
You think he deserves that big of a WrestleMania moment?
I think bigger than Elias and Ricochet, definitely.
But to cash in the same night.
Cash in the same night, yeah.
Baron Corbin. WrestleMania, like I feel like that's
Baron Corbin's been there for a while, and this King Corbin gimmick's been running with a full head of steam for a while since he's been doing it almost a fucking year now, and it hasn't stopped.
You know, he is on TV.
You know, and think about it, like you give the face the win. Wins the world title in the main event. Baron Corbin cashes in, and you make it seem like the face is gonna win that match too, and he just pulls some bullshit and then fucking wins the match. He steals this WrestleMania moment, and then he just talks he goes to the Barclays Center the next day and just talks all kinds of shit. I told you, New York City scumbags, that I wasn't gonna walk out of WrestleMania without a championship.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. And all you inner city slobs and all you broke ass, like, it just you run down New York and everything. It was like, I told you so. And that's when you bring an NXT guy up the next night to start a feud with him. Just start fucking with him. Like, oh, you want to mess with the champ? Blah, 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 blah. And that's when you bring an NXT guy up. Who that is, I have no idea. I'm not going
Would
there
you
yet.
have NXT champ matches at WrestleMania?
Probably the world title. NXT women's title and the world title. That's it. No North American, no tag team. I would have that. Like, I wouldn't even have a pre-show. I wouldn't even have a pre-show. No fucking pre-show either.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was a headache just trying to book one match.
So what's your next match? Let's just do... Alright, so you want to keep it short. You had the Battle Royale type match, I guess, right? So you wouldn't even do a Battle Royale, because that's you kind of already did
No,
that.
that was a ladder match. That was a whole different concept.
You would still do a Battle Royale?
I would still do a Battle Royal, like, in the middle of the show. Kind of slow it down. Get all these guys. Winner wins a trophy or winner wins a check. That's it. Nothing big. Nothing crazy. No title matches. You win the Andre the Giant trophy and a check. That's it. Maybe like a $100,000 check. Whoever wins. $100,000 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
All right. So we'll talk about that later.
So that's like in the middle.
All right. What's the next match? So you're doing Smack Team. Smack Team. Oh my
Smack Team.
SmackDown
Speaking
Tag
of Smack Team.
Championships. Or Raw Tag Team Championships.
No, because I'm not separating tag team championships either.
You're having one tag.
There's gonna be one tag team championship and that's it. And then what I'll have is the tag team championships from Raw, the tag team champions from Raw, tag team champions from SmackDown. Fuck it, I'll do it. Tag team champions from Raw, tag team champions from SmackDown, tag team champions from NXT. Triple threat tag team match. Winner of that match becomes the new WWE World Tag Team Championship. Tag team champions. That's the new belt. The tag team is called the World Tag Team Championships.
But you always say that they need more tag teams in general.
Right, but with one belt, you got more teams going for the same belt, which means you're seeing more teams fighting on TV every week. And you got one belt. If there's two prizes out there right now, it's like, oh, I got a 50-50 chance of being in either one of those shows and being one of those teams. Now your chances fucking go down even more because we just got rid of those tag team championships and those tag team championships. So now you have 3 shows, one set of belts.
But then I just think about the day to day. Doesn't you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you have separate brands, at least.
Well, this is where something like what happened here this week, the releases come in handy.
Yeah, you have less people. So.
You downsize, and that's who you work. That's who you focus on, and these are the people that you're gonna push. Your NXT guys are gonna be the cream of your crop of NXT, your cream of your crop for the main roster, and that's it. Whoever's not working, like I said, a lot of the releases that came this week, I thought were bullshit, and I would have released other people over certain people that got released. But that's a whole different conversation for another day.
Okay, so what's your next match?
The triple tag team match, yeah.
So who's in it?
I don't even know who the fuck the tag team champions are now.
You have those guys.
I mean, New Day is the SmackDown Tag Team champions right now.
You have the Usos.
Who's the Raw? Oh, it's Street Profits.
The Street Profits.
So it'd have to be the Usos, not the Usos, the New Day, the Street Profits, and the NXT Tag Team Champions, who escape me at the moment.
Is it the Undisputed Era? Or
Is it? Is it? I don't know.
It might be.
Oh no, it's fucking Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne.
Ooh, okay.
Random fucking team. Those would be the underdogs in the whole team.
Yeah, but they are both.
If you really want to be interesting, you throw the NXT UK Tag Team Champions in there too, make it a fatal 4-way. I know that's like doing a lot, but you're giving a lot more people a chance to be on TV than just 1 or 2 people or 4 people if you're just doing two tag teams. I'm trying to get some people paid today.
So wait, so who's in this match?
New Day.
Okay.
Street Profits. Which, me being an asshole here, we just hit our minority quota. And I'm a minority too. I can make those jokes. So we got New Day, we got Street Profits, and Riddle and Dunn. I have no idea who not the SmackDown, the NXT UK Tag Team Champions are. So I'll just leave them out.
So that's it.
Yeah.
That's a good match right there.
Good match.
That's
And that's gonna be the one that's gonna set. I'll hopefully New Day would be by nine reigns now, at that time because they're at 8 at the moment. So hopefully they lose it again, win them back, and then if I were to book that WrestleMania, that would be their 10th reign. Would be the World Tag Team Championships. They would go over. They'd have to go over on fuck. I think it'd be cool to have Street Profits put them over. I would definitely have Street Profits put them over.
Honestly, you could have any of those 3 wins, and it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like the New Day, if you're combining all 3 of them, and you have to say like who deserves it, if it's gonna be a World Tag Team.
Yeah, I take it back. Cause you don't want the Street Profits to look weak, cause they're an up and coming tag team, and they're the Raw Tag Team Champions right now.
Yeah, but if they lose against the New Day, you make it a good match.
Hold on. You don't want them to look weak, and they're an established team. New Day, an established team. Riddle and Dunn got put together. Have Matt Riddle take the fall, and have Pete Dunne turn heel again. Have him turn on Matt Riddle.
In the match.
No, not even in the match. At the end of the match, after he gets pinned, you do a Gargano Ciampa style. Fucking the other 2 teams left. They're standing in the thing. He helps Matt Riddle up, and then he gives him the bitter end, and he walks away.
Okay.
Insert interview segment with Kim Kardashian in the backstage area. Like WrestleMania 24. I'd like to think in my mind somewhere Vince McMahon's actually sitting there watching this going, "This is such good shit!"
So far, so good. Alright.
Yeah, that's what happens when you let people that actually give a shit about wrestling fucking try to come up with a fantasy card or something. They actually come up with realistic, kind of decent shit. I'm not saying my shit is the best. I'm just saying, like, mine is doable. And it's doable and it can get over and it'll work. That's how I feel. That's just me now. What's that? The YouTube's? Oh no, that's the Citizen app. Well, if the fire trucks weren't enough of a fucking sign that there's a fire nearby, my Citizen app is informing me that there's a fire nearby. Not too close though, thank God.
This is the stretch we have to do.
What's that, for that tight spot in your back? For the sciatic nerve?
For this. And for you too, for your hamstrings. What's the next match? Women tag team. Well, I'll just get over it.
I want to unify all the belts. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right in WrestleMania. I want to unify all the belts. So I want to have kind of like what they did at Survivor Series.
I feel like now you're just combining too many things.
No, I know. Tag team is reasonable to combine it.
There is only one women tag team champion, so.
What do you mean?
There's only one. Oh, I'm saying that in general, there's only one woman tag team champion.
Yeah. There's no need to have 3 separate belts. No fucking need for it at all. Okay, I think I can actually stop playing this now. Let's see. I think we do it Bayley versus Sasha. Well, not right away, but I say we do Bayley versus Sasha WrestleMania. Not this next match, the following match probably though.
Grudge or champion?
Championship grudge match, both. It's been building up for so long already, since NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 1. Let's wrap this fucking story up.
Okay.
Mhm.
Who wins?
I can't stand either of them. But if I had to choose, I'd say Bayley out heel Sasha. This one time. This is, you make the stipulation that Sasha can't challenge Bayley again for the world title, for the women's title, and have Bayley go over by out healing Sasha. giving us hopefully like another solid heel run of Bailey, because we had too much face Bailey and it wasn't getting over. And this is decent. It's not great, but it's better than a lot of shit that's been going on. Do you want to play too or no?
No, I'm alright right now. Just like chilling.
But in between that match and in between that tag team title match, I probably would put no grudge match in between.
Okay.
I'm not sure who.
Shane McMahon versus somebody.
Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon's got to be at WrestleMania now every fucking year.
Nah, I'm just so kidding. The Triple H versus, they always want to put themselves in the matches.
Grudge match. You think Finn and AJ could do it again?
Finn and AJ?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you let the Finn be a demon and then put him against the Fiend?
That'd be good. That'd be good for a world title match, though.
Yeah.
That's when I would do that. Finn versus the Fiend.
Alright, so grudge match. I don't know. We already had a lot of people. Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens happened during WrestleMania already. Right?
Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens?
It happened this WrestleMania.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what pops into my head.
If I'm booking my own personal WrestleMania, John Cena's and there's no AEW in my world right now. And John Cena is, always been the white meat baby face. Blah, 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 blah. I'd put him in there with MJF. I'd have MJF go over. Big time. Big fucking time.
Cheaply, or?
Of course. I would never let MJF beat John Cena clean. Ever. Or make it seem he beat him clean. Make the referee think he beat him clean. Cheap shot with something, knocks him out, pins him.
Definitely have to be like a cheap. Alright. So what's next?
I'm not 100% sure.
You have the Intercontinental, the American Championship.
The American Championship. I'm not sure. I'm just drawing a blank right now. Just drawing a blank. I think that's where I'd probably put that Battle Royal.
Okay.
Probably just put a bunch of undercard guys. Maybe one guy that I think this guy would probably be good for the Intercontinental or for the United States Championship. Let's give him this first to see how they kind of take to it,
Yeah. Some NXT guys in there, whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe if you want to do 30, you do 10 Raw, 10 SmackDown, 10 NXT.
Right. Who wins that, maybe?
Ali.
Yeah.
Hands down, Ali.
If he's not having another match, yeah.
If he's not in another match, I didn't put him in the ladder match for a reason. He's not ready for that kind of a big ass ladder match, I don't think. But
They
I
were
think
gonna push him because as big as Kofi was pushed, though.
I don't think he was ready for that. But I feel like something like a battle royal like that is a good way to see if the crowd takes to him. And if they pop behind that, then you have time to build something where you can give him a mid-card title. He gets a mid-card title if they take him for that.
A true legend, Randy
Hopefully
Savage.
something comes out from it. Oh my God, look at that fucking feather in that hat.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 239 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage.
A role model and inspiration for countless WWE superstars.
Who'll ever get WrestleMania 3? How about WrestleMania 4, Cole, when Macho Man won the tournament to capture the WWE Championship?
Not overdone. Dolph Ziggler versus Miz is not overdone. Miz has been the best heel Intercontinental Champion. Dolph was a great heel Intercontinental Champion and a great face Intercontinental Champion. I think both of them together could probably put something.
Often imitated, never duplicated. The Macho Man, truly one of a kind in sports entertainment.
Miz's last WrestleMania performance as a champion, WWE champion, was dog shit. So he needs a little redemption from that. That's what I said. From Kona, Hawaii, weighing in at 302 pounds, Crush!
315 pounds, Crush!
As we ready for singles action, Byron, what can you tell us about these two competitors?
Well, I can say that both of these superstars come into this match incredibly hungry to prove their dominance here tonight. But as we all know, only one will walk away with their arm raised.
Yeah, but I'm not putting.
Guys, I'd say these superstars look more than ready to get this match started.
I'd agree with that, Cole. And it sounds like this arena is right there with them. They are absolutely electric right now.
United States Championship. I don't know. I don't really care for that belt. That belt hasn't meant shit since it came to this company.
The Macho Man keeps opponents guessing with cat-like quickness, sudden aerial attacks, and an intensity that can't be contained.
Aside from Saxton's commentary, this has all the makings of an epic match.
Why do you have 2 world championships?
Hits him with a gut-wrench suplex.
What impact!
What company, what wrestling company that you know has 2 world champions? You can't have 2 faces of the company.
What a bionic elbow!
This isn't. You can't keep living in a PC
Looks like
world where
Randy
everybody
Savage
gets
has
fucked.
taken the upper hand. Somebody unleashed the Savage.
Some people are just gonna be, or some wrestlers are just there to sit there and throw fucking.
What a forearm!
They're just there to throw raspberries at the moon. That's it. That's it.
Oh no, inverted atomic drop.
He's absorbed some damage already.
If he can hold the line here, he'll be in a good position.
People are gonna believe it, and you're gonna get paid, and you're gonna go home.
Oh, nasty elbow. Another one.
And some people accept that, and some people don't. That's just how shit is. You cannot have 2 fucking world champions. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with you. Yeah.
For most of his life, they've called him the Macho Man, and 2 words were never spoken.
Sure, Randy Savage is as macho as they come when he steps between the ropes, but he's also one of the most sensitive superstars around when it comes to Miss Elizabeth. He's an enigma.
Scoop slam!
Universal champion versus the world champion. Unify the belt.
Oh, man, what a strike!
Right now, Braun Strowman's the universal champion. And right now, the world champion is who? Brock Lesnar.
Oh, look at that scoop slam!
Beat Brock Lesnar.
Look at this, Macho Man's going
Oh,
up.
Drew fucking
Look out!
McIntyre.
Diving knee drop!
See, Strowman
He's
and
absorbing
McIntyre.
some tough hits now.
He's getting beaten up out there, but staying strong.
This is how people end up getting hurt.
Down across the knee. That won't just separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it.
Out forearms for the second rope.
Driving down.
Corey's observation of Macho Man being an enigma is accurate. I mean, I don't always understand what he's saying, but at least
can he do it here? It's going to take more than that to keep him down.
Have to put in a little more work than that.
There is so much on the line in this one. And like they say, on any given night, anything can happen here in WWE.
Every time I
right there.
You have a new signee. How about you have a new
Randy Savage with a nice reversal.
Great agility there.
And no more of this pitbull flow and shit.
He wants.
We're gonna be in New York City.
Guys, Randy Savage taking full advantage.
Oh yeah. Insane client. They're gonna do a fucking. I'm gonna get a New York fucking.
I think we are witnessing a career-altering moment for these superstars, guys.
The spoils will only go to the victor, and I have a feeling we're close to finding out exactly who that will be.
You're not playing shit that you've written over the last 10, 12, 20 years. You're playing ownership names.
Oh, clothesline! The Macho Man is going berserk.
He's looking relentless.
Fucking think about playing anything from St. Andrew.
Oh, and a bionic elbow.
What?
Just carrying the opposition here.
Down across the knee. That won't just separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it.
I would definitely do cash rules. I think everything around me is the WrestleMania thing. Or you know what? Money in the Bank. That would be perfect for Money in the Bank.
Able to counter.
Or for just for the match.
Kick right to the gut. Double axe handle finds the mark.
Look at this.
They'd probably not even have everybody make their own entrances.
Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
Like that. Have Wu-Tang Clan perform that song live at WrestleMania and have them all walk down to that
Set
song.
him up. Russian leg sweep.
You did it to the women for so many fucking years, where you had the fucking the random.
Randy Macho Man Savage is one of the most intense and unpredictable competitors to ever enter the ring. Macho Man hurting a little here.
He planned for this and can still rally.
Randy Savage with a nice reversal. Back in from the floor. And the referee starts his 10 count.
Damn it, Crush.
What a punch! This superstar is dangerous both inside and outside the ring.
He's taking it up top.
Oh, look out.
Elbow drop, big time.
Just what is Randy Savage going to do next? Does anyone know?
I think Randy's...
From the top rope. The elbow from the Macho.
This could do it!
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win? He's on the ropes again.
He's...
From the top rope.
Diving elbow drop! That's his go-to move. Can he... And Randy Savage is your winner.
Here is your winner, Macho Man.
These gentlemen get after it. Here are the highlights.
Savage. Oh, this place is going bananas.
Here is your winner, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Big victory for him here in this one. Tonight's victory was Savage at his best. We have Macho Madness running through the entire WWE universe.
Guys, I have to say, that was an amazing match.